This month on AxTV, we'll be examining the new List Club,
looking at scouting in Oakwood,
scoping entertainment topics like the Oscars and Ticketmaster,
and talking to students about winter break.
It all starts now on AxTV.
Hi, and welcome to AxTV. I'm Lily Green.
And I'm Dutch Kolka.
Everyone knows high school dances, from homecoming to prom, but freshmen have different events called JA dances.
As we get halfway through our school year, it's a good way to reconnect with our friends and learn some new moves. I decided to take on the challenge of capturing the event at its best moments.
Junior Assembly is seen as a form of free trial, getting the junior high students ready for the high school experience. Being one of the first events that many students go to, I decided to see if it truly lives up to the hype.
Yeah, I think it was a very interesting experience because you were able to meet with all sorts of different people, and it was a social gathering, so it wasn't too bad.
Along with this, I've decided to ask if anyone has met any new friends or learned fun dances while there.
Yeah, I've definitely relearned the salsa, but as for new friends, I think it's just nice to see old people.
It's good to hear how well the event went and how junior high students are getting excited for high school. With the Speedy Report, I'm Dutch Kolka from Ax Media.
As a freshman, I can't wait to see other dances besides JA, but it is a nice introduction to high school dances.
In the modern age, videos of dances, tutorials, informative videos, and more can be found on the internet, specifically YouTube. YouTube is now the most dominant social media platform with over 2.6 billion monthly users. Griffin Greer has the full story on our news site, ohsaxmedia.org.
While more people are viewing YouTube daily, the Oscars is acknowledging some of this year's best movies. But what films are nominated for Best Picture this year, and which one should win? Here's Josh Tribble with more.
The 95th Academy Awards, or also known as the Oscars, is coming up this March. Many of the more recent 2022 movies have been nominated. Movies will be voted on by members in the same branch. Top Gun Maverick was nominated in 5 categories. If 10 axes being the best and 1 axe being the worst, I'd give this movie 10 axes. I give Top Gun Maverick 10 axes because of its great filming and even better sound. The Batman was nominated in 2 categories. I give The Batman a 9 out of 10 axes. I don't think The Batman deserves 10 axes because of its 3-hour-long time. Otherwise, the visual effects were great and it kept me on the edge of my seat the whole way through. All Quiet on the Western Front was nominated in a shocking 9 categories. I give this movie 10 axes for its great historic facts and insane, gory, but amazing visual effects. The Oscars will show March 12th with many amazing movies. I'm Josh Tribble with Ax Media.
We look forward to tuning into the Oscars this year on March 12th.
Back in Oakwood, there are many organizations focused on building up a community. One of the most prominent of these groups is the Scouts BSA, previously known as Boy Scouts. Here's Stella Castle with information about these friendly do-gooders.
Have you ever wondered where the benches in the courtyard or the flagpole at Schaefer Park came from? What about the field commander wall near the band room? Let's be honest, you probably haven't. But would you be surprised to know that all of these things were Eagle Scout projects done by people at our school? The Eagle Scout project is something that must be done by Scouts if they wish to become an Eagle Scout.
So for my project, we went to Bethany Village Assisted Living and did a series of tech help sessions for the residents. We had different stations for phones, laptops, tablets, that sort of thing, and answered any questions related to technology using their email, looking at photos, anything of the sort, for the residents.
These projects help the Scouts' communities and schools and can be anything ranging from helping a large group of people to refurbishing something old in the community.
I installed a flagpole in Schaefer Park. First, there was originally a flagpole, but then it got blocked off by some branches and just staying there abandoned until it was eventually taken out. So I figured since we have so many events in Schaefer Park, we can just I was just gonna reinstall a new one.
Many students participate in Boy or Girl Scouts, but only few go as far as to do an Eagle project. You can see lots of these projects at the Oakwood Historical Society and even at school. These projects not only help the Scouts get their Eagle badge, but also create long-lasting effects on the community.
I chose it because there was a need for it. A big part of an Eagle Scout project and coming up with the idea, which is a long process, is not necessarily just doing what you want to do, what you think would be fun, but what the community you're in and the community that has served you, what they need and how you can serve them back.
I'm Stella Castle with the AxMedia.
Hearing about these scouting adventures was fascinating.
Speaking of adventures, did you go anywhere over winter break, or did you stay home over winter break?
Actually, I did. I went to Florida to visit my grandparents. How about you?
I stayed home and studied the ACTs, since the break is atypical.
To find out more, here's Paige Simon.
Winter break is fast approaching and students are beginning to look forward to the week off.
I think it's a nice gap in the second semester and it gives everyone a little bit of time to recharge.
I like the time just to relax and, it's a good little break.
Oakwood is one of the few schools in this area that has an extra week off at the end of February, yet we still end school around the same time as everyone else.
I think winter break is one of the things that makes Oakwood really unique, and I always love to brag to my friends that I'm off school while they're not.
Not many schools have winter break, so usually if you go somewhere it's not as crowded.
Though many call it a ski break, that isn't the only thing you can do during your week off.
I enjoy spending time with family. I think I'm gonna do a few college visits, so. I like catching up on books and crocheting, and then hopefully state this year.
We are very lucky to have a week off during the end of February to help break up this long stretch before a week off at the end of March. This has been Paige Simon with the AxMedia.
It was really cool to hear what those students had to say.
While winter break may seem rather trivial, our very own trivia team, Academic Quiz Team season is coming to an end and will be competing at the SWBL tournament this Saturday. Stella Castle has the full coverage.
Hoping to defend their title, the quiz team has been working hard and practicing for Swibble, which is March 4th. The team is currently 9-1 in first place in Swibble.
We practice once a week on Mondays at lunch and do a scrimmage then, and then right now we're in the regular season part of our year where we play another school in Swibble once a week on Thursdays, so we'll continue doing that.
Even though the team has won majority of their matches, this doesn't mean they never face challenging obstacles.
We had a few tournaments back in the fall. One was at Northmont High School, and there were schools from all over the state of Ohio, really the best schools with academic teams in the state, and we competed against like 28 other teams and ended up around 13th, 14th place. It was a really good experience for our team to see the best competition out there. It was a fun tournament.
If you were looking for an opportunity to showcase your knowledge and to learn about things you don't learn about in school, but don't have time or the room in your schedule for Acadec, Quiz Team would be the perfect activity for you.
So I participate in Quiz Team because it's a pretty fun competition in which I can really use outside knowledge that I don't really use in school and have it in a competition that I find enjoyable.
You should stop by March 4th to see the team compete in Swibble and to get a sneak peek into what Quiz Team is like.
The quiz team isn't the only extracurricular pursuing knowledge. Academic decathlon season is coming to an end as the state championship is next weekend. Want more? Dutch Kolka has it all on ohsaxmedia.org.
Outside of school, the entertainment industry hasn't been able to stop talking about Taylor Swift, and specifically her upcoming Eras tour, starting in March.
However, the purchasing process caused an uproar. Here's Katie Ulrich with more.
Ticketmaster's official Senate hearing began last month after attention was drawn to its monopolistic traits last November. The hearing's goal was to determine whether Ticketmaster holds too much power in the concert ticket selling industry.
I think I've known that Ticketmaster has had problems since at least 2018 when I got tickets to the Reputation tour with Taylor Swift, because that was also a whole process and not great.
As tickets for Taylor Swift's 2023 Eras Tour began selling on the company's website, problems and glitches affected customers' abilities to buy the tickets, for which Ticketmaster has apologized. A group of slighted fans have sued for fraud and anti-competitive practices. This is not the first time Ticketmaster has been in legal trouble due to ticket sale prices. In 1994, the band Pearl Jam tried to sue the company, saying it used its dominance over the ticket industry to charge abusively high fees. There is also controversy over pricing for Bruce Springsteen tickets in 2009. On November 18th, Swift herself posted a statement about the situation on her Instagram story. She wrote that she was protective of her fans and that trusting an outside entity to handle these problems was a challenge. She ended with the hope that she and her fans would be able to come together soon. Perhaps that will be easier after the Senate hearing, at which Ticketmaster's president Joe Berchtold was questioned about Ticketmaster's problems.
We have a limited level of power on something that hasn't been consistently enforced.
You have unlimited power to go to court.
One proposed solution is to break up the company, allowing for more competition in the industry.
I know personally from my own experience, I've gotten a lot of concert tickets from Ticketmaster, so I don't think they should be split up. I think it's easy access.
It is not known at this time whether Ticketmaster and Live Nation will actually break up or how the function of the company will be impacted. With recent focus on the issue as more concert tickets sell, more change could be coming to Ticketmaster. This is Kate Ulrich for AxMedia.
After looking at Ticketmaster's rocky past, we can only hope to look forward to a brighter future.
Back inside the school, a potential new club has been created pretty recently. List Club is a new way to express your likes, dislikes. Ashlyn Steinbrink attended the meeting to get all the details.
List Club is a club where students gather to create lists on random topics that most consider asinine but gather passionate opinions. However, many students are unaware of the creation of this club.
List Club was created one day at lunch. It was me, Tristan Williams, and Matthew Walton in Mr. Coach Brohard's room at lunch, and we decided that we were going to rank the presidents. And so Brohard decided that he was going to do this ranked choice system of listing them, and so we divided into teams and then have Mr. Dieters come in to judge.
While it's called List Club, it's not an official club this school year, but aims to be one next year.
They started right after final clubs were approved for this school year, so late in the fall, and have been going every week since then. So the goal, I think, is for them to make this an official club for next year.
At this meeting, List Club took on listing best reality TV shows and hottest celebrities, adding onto the list of prior topics.
I liked one that was best names for God if it wasn't God.
Best places to go on vacation. They did some Christmas-themed lists, best things to do on a snow day.
All lists are judged by surprise guest teachers, coming in to judge at the end of the lunch period. All teachers are picked out by Dr. Brohard.
Mr. Dieters is someone who comes in a lot, so we like him. But someone more, I guess. Oh, Mr. Zapirian just came in a few times, and that was a party and a half.
List Club takes place in Dr. Brohard's room during the lunch period every Friday after advisory, and are planning to continue the club next year. This has been Ashlyn Steinbrink for AxTV.
You are always on our list, Oakwood. Be sure to download the Snow Sites app to be alerted of new stories first.
The AxMedia is back for this year, ready to bring you the latest news from OHS and the surrounding community. So students, grab your phones and install the Student News Source app from your app store and log in under OHS. Or you can check us out at our website, ohsaxmedia.org, or on Instagram and Twitter at OHSAxMedia, and on Facebook at the AxMedia.
Thanks for joining us this month on AxTV.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at OHS AxMedia for all your school news updates.
Check out our website at ohsaxmedia.org for more stories.
And as always,
have a great day, Oakwood!